Did you know Japan has more people living past 100 than any other country in the world? And they're not just surviving, they're thriving. While much of the West is obsessed with gyms, supplements, and high intensity workouts, Japanese elders in their 70s and 80s are quietly outliving the rest of us by doing something completely different. And no, it's not just sushi or good genes. In fact, what researchers from top universities like Harvard and Stanford discovered shocked them. Because the real secret wasn't some miracle supplement or advanced medical treatment. It was a series of simple daily movements, ones so basic they've been hiding in plain sight. These aren't workouts. They're not part of any fitness trend. They're gentle, often overlooked habits that support your strength, mobility, balance, and even brain function well into your 90s. In this video, you'll learn the exact 6 movements Japanese elders use every single day to stay mobile, sharp, and independent. We'll explore not only what they are, but how they work, what science says about them, and most importantly, how you can start doing them today. No gym, no equipment, no long routines, just 6 simple practices that could change how you age. And remember, these movements aren't just for seniors, they're for anyone who wants to move better, feel stronger, and age with confidence. Whether you're 25 or 75, this is your invitation to take a smarter, simpler path to long-term health. So let's break them down, starting with the foundation of Japanese daily life. Movement 1, the slow walk, Sampo. It might seem almost too simple to matter, but in Japan, elders treat slow, intentional walking, known as Sampo, like medicine. Every morning before breakfast, many Japanese seniors head outside for 20 to 30 minutes of ultra-slow walking. Not a power walk, not a jog, just walking at half speed, focusing on every step. They match their breathing to their pace. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. This rhythm does more than calm the mind. It synchronizes your heart, nervous system, and brain. Studies found that older adults who practiced Sampo daily had significantly lower blood pressure, better balance, and more flexible joints. And the mental benefits are just as striking. Because of the focused breath and movement rhythm, Sampo functions almost like a walking meditation. Researchers found it reduces stress hormones like cortisol and increases heart rate variability, a key indicator of nervous system health. The trick? Every step activates the 33 joints in each foot, sending constant signals to your brain that sharpen coordination. Over time, balance improves, falls decrease, and all it takes is going slower than you're used to. Some Japanese elders do this walk in silence. Others walk through temples, gardens, or nature trails, using the environment as part of their practice. It's not about the distance, it's about awareness, intention, and connection between breath and motion. Start with 10 minutes. Walk on grass, dirt, or uneven surfaces if you can. Those variations train your stabilizers even more. As you build consistency, increase the time slowly to 20 or 30 minutes. Try walking barefoot on safe, natural ground for extra sensory feedback. Want to take it further? Combine Sampo with gratitude. Think of 3 things you're thankful for as you walk. This mental layer adds positivity to the physical benefits, creating a habit loop you'll look forward to. No gym, no gear, just you, your breath, and the ground beneath your feet. But that's just the beginning. Movement 2, gentle morning flow, Radio Taiso. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., millions of Japanese people tune into a national broadcast. A soft piano melody plays, and they begin a synchronized stretching routine called Radio Taiso. It's a flowing 3-minute sequence of 13 simple movements. Gentle arm circles, side bends, leg raises, and spinal twists, all performed continuously. Nothing static, no straining, just smooth motion that lubricates every joint and gets the blood flowing. This ritual has been around since 1928, and it works. One study tracked older adults who did it daily and found they had far fewer falls, stronger backs, and full shoulder mobility well into their 80s. Why? Because the movements increase synovial fluid, the joint lubricant we all need more of as we age. No other routine works your entire body this efficiently in such little time. Even more, the rhythm of Radio Taiso elevates the heart rate just enough to improve circulation, while remaining gentle enough for nearly all fitness levels. That means improved oxygenation to your muscles and brain without breaking a sweat. Radio Taiso also improves coordination and body awareness, especially when done in groups. Many Japanese workplaces and schools still open the day with this routine, fostering a culture of unity and wellness. Group movement promotes accountability and brings a social element that improves mood and motivation. It's also rooted in national pride and community. Elderly participants often describe the emotional benefits of feeling part of something bigger than themselves. That social connection, researchers say, plays a huge role in longevity and mental health. Try it right after waking, before breakfast or coffee. Your body is more responsive to movement first thing in the morning thanks to natural hormone levels. It may feel easy, but the benefits build fast. If you're short on time, even doing the first half of the routine can yield noticeable improvements in shoulder mobility and spine health. You can even pair it with soft music or a short meditation afterward. Think of this as a daily ritual to prepare your body and mind, not just a quick warm-up. And don't worry if you're not in Japan. You can find Radio Taiso videos online and follow along anywhere, even in your living room. Next, let's look at a position Westerners have almost forgotten. Movement 3, the deep squat rest. In Japan, it's completely normal to see seniors gardening or chatting while resting in a deep squat. Heels flat, back straight, no effort. Many can hold this pose for 10, 20, even 30 minutes. Meanwhile, most Westerners over 60 struggle to last 10 seconds. This isn't just flexibility. The deep squat is a fundamental human position we've lost by sitting in chairs all day. But Japanese elders keep it alive, and that's why they stay mobile. A long-term study found that older adults who could hold a deep squat were 70% less likely to need assisted living. Why? Because squatting maintains hip mobility, ankle strength, spinal decompression, and even bladder control. You're also engaging your core and stabilizers far more than when sitting in a chair. And the act of getting into and out of the squat, that's functional fitness at its best. Deep squatting helps decompress the spine, stretch the hips, open the knees, and engage the pelvic floor. It also stimulates digestion and circulation in the lower body. That's why in many Eastern cultures, this position is used for eating, resting, and even toileting. It's also one of the best tools for assessing lower body health. If you struggle to hold the position, it reveals where you're tight, weak, or unstable. Think of it as a built-in diagnostic. To get started, use a wall for support. Place your feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly out, and slowly lower yourself. Use a rolled towel under your heels if needed. Hold for 30 seconds. Repeat a few times daily. You don't need to force a full squat right away. Start with mini squats or a supported position on a bench or low stool. Let your body adapt over time. Consistency is more important than depth. Use it functionally. Squat to tie your shoes, pick something up, or rest during a walk. The more you integrate it into life, the easier it becomes and the longer you'll move with freedom. The more often you do it, the more natural it feels, and the younger your joints will move. Over time, you'll notice easier movement in stairs, more confidence in unstable positions, and less strain in your knees. But mobility alone isn't enough. Let's talk about the nervous system. Movement 4, single leg standing. Ashi Japanese doctors prescribe this next movement like medicine. Literally. It's called ashi, standing on one leg for 1 minute, twice per day. That's it. No equipment, no gym. Why? Because single leg standing activates your balance system, strengthens the brain-body connection, and builds coordination faster than you'd think. In Japan, it's even covered by health insurance. And for good reason. Research shows it leads to fewer falls, fewer fractures, and better cognitive scores. The balancing challenge forces your body to make micro adjustments using your feet, ankles, core, and inner ear. These adjustments keep your reflexes sharp and your body aware of its surroundings, what scientists call proprioception. Here's how to try it. Stand near a wall. Lift 1 foot an inch off the ground. Focus on a fixed point ahead. Hold for 30 seconds. Switch. Repeat. Too easy? Try closing your eyes. Add head turns. Balance on a towel. Each tweak rewires your brain. What's happening inside your brain is just as important. Brain scans have shown that single leg standing increases gray matter in the cerebellum and motor cortex, areas responsible for coordination, balance, and movement planning. This is critical as we age since these areas are among the first to show signs of decline. Another benefit, it strengthens the vestibular system, which lives in your inner ear and helps you know where you are in space. This helps reduce dizziness, unsteadiness, and fall risk, especially important for anyone over 50. Now imagine adding this to something you already do, like brushing your teeth. 2 minutes, no extra time needed, just more balance, more control, and a longer life. Make it a daily habit. Tie it to an existing routine like waiting for the kettle to boil or standing in line. The more you practice it in real life, the more stable you become in unexpected situations. And here's the twist. Researchers say your ability to balance on one leg is a better predictor of longevity than your cholesterol or blood pressure. So if there's one movement to add today, it might be this. Let's take it to the floor. Movement 5, floor sitting transitions. Here's something that may blow your mind. The average Japanese elder transitions from standing to sitting on the floor and back over 20 times a day. Whether it's meals, tea, or watching TV, many still use the floor instead of chairs. And each transition is a full body movement that preserves strength, coordination, and joint flexibility. In a study of 10,000 seniors, those who practiced daily floor sitting were stronger, more agile, and even scored better on brain tests. Why? Because rising from the floor requires motor planning, core strength, and balance, all firing at once. It's basically a brain-body workout in disguise. It also builds leg strength in real-world ways, improves cardiovascular capacity, and even helps maintain independence into very old age. In fact, researchers found that the ability to rise from the floor without using hands is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. The movement also recruits muscle groups that tend to weaken with age: glutes, hamstrings, and inner thighs. These are the muscles that help us get up from chairs, avoid falls, and stay upright when life gets unpredictable. To build this habit, start simple. Sit on a soft mat or carpet. Use a low stool or block as a halfway point. Lower one knee, then the other slowly. Return to standing by stepping one foot forward and pushing up. Repeat several times a day, especially after extended periods of sitting. Make it a transition ritual. Instead of collapsing into a couch, sit on a cushion on the floor. Instead of standing up with your hands, rise with control. Floor transitions also build confidence. Many older adults avoid the floor out of fear they won't be able to get back up. But practicing this removes that fear and gives you back physical freedom. And the research backs it up. In Brazil, adults who could rise from the floor without using their hands lived up to 6 years longer than those who couldn't. Think about that. Just getting up off the floor could be the secret to adding more quality years to your life. Now, get ready for the movement that activates almost everything at once. Movement 6, the towel twist, Tanui Hibiki. This might be the simplest, strangest, and most powerful movement of all. All you need is a towel. Hold it at shoulder height with both hands, pull outward like you're trying to rip it in half, and twist your torso to one side. Return. Then twist the other way. Sounds basic? It's not. Researchers found that this isometric twisting motion activates hidden muscle groups, deep spinal stabilizers, even parts of your brain related to memory and coordination. The tension and bilateral movement light up both hemispheres of your brain, improving reaction time and reducing inflammation. It's also a brilliant way to train your core without ever lying on the floor. And because the resistance is self-generated, you can scale it up or down instantly. That means anyone can do it, from beginners to high-level athletes. What makes this so powerful is how it combines strength, stability, breathing, and neural activation in one compact movement. As you twist, you're challenging your obliques, glutes, shoulders, and even your eye tracking system, all at once. To try it, hold the towel tight with tension. Rotate slowly from your core, not your arms. Breathe. Inhale back to center, exhale on the twist. Repeat 5 to 10 reps per side. Don't rush, stay in control. The effects build fast. You'll feel it in your abs, your posture, even your grip strength. And you might just sleep better too. Some advanced variations include performing the twist while standing on one leg, or kneeling to add instability. Others do it seated or lying down. You can also combine it with breath holds to stimulate vagal tone and parasympathetic response. The towel twist may be humble, but the impact is huge. Japanese elders credit it with keeping their posture upright, their brains sharp, and their joints strong. Neuroscientists have even found that it lights up more of the brain than any other bodyweight movement tested. So whether you do it once a day or once an hour, this one's a keeper. In the West, aging is treated like a disease. We throw pills, machines, and gym memberships at it. But in Japan, it's something to be navigated with grace, rhythm, and movement. These 6 practices aren't flashy, but they work. They require no gym, no gear, no special clothes, just your body and a few mindful minutes a day. They support joint health, brain function, balance, longevity, and most of all, independence. When you combine simple physical patterns with consistency and mindfulness, you tap into something bigger than fitness. You return to the natural wisdom of the body. You move with intention. You prevent breakdown before it begins. And the best part, it's never too late to start. So the question is, will you wait until your joints ache or will you start today? Because small movements done consistently change everything. Which one will you try first? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone who needs a reminder. It's never too late to move better and live longer. Thanks for watching. And remember, longevity doesn't begin in the gym. It begins in how you move through your day,